Evening, people. Good evening. Welcome to P1RC Archie's Journey Mazda Challenge event from Koyto Yamagiwa. Not Mumbai. We haven't got Mumbai this evening. We've just got the Yamagiwa, the shorter version of this layout. 2 times 20-minute races again. Same as last week when we was around Red Bull. No, it wasn't. Auto Polish Short. Sorry, Auto Polish Short. Everything's updated. Archie's Journey. Donation link is in the description, so please do donate where you can. I'll go through the points in a minute, but in the meantime I'll go and get all the race settings and what to expect this evening. Last week was quite eventful, to be honest with you. I did really enjoy it. It was different and it was really enjoyable. But points wise, Skippy last week, he had it off at the start. Race number 1, so he had to just buckle down and try and pull out the bag, try and get a few points back, and he done that, but he has maintained his lead at the top. So P1 Skippy, be easier if I go out on track. It normally is easy this way. Normally it isn't, because they jump back to the pit. So P1 Skippy leading the way in the Prime Championship for Archie's Journey Mazda Challenge. He has 57 points. In second, we have P1 Pilgrim there. He's the host for the lobby this evening. P1 Pilgrim second with 44 points. Then we got Nilo there. Niall, we call that. It's Neil, but it's Niall. So Niall's what would be called this evening. I don't think he's here yet, but Niall was in third with 40 points. Then sitting in fourth, Raffo. He had a good outing. He had a good outing last week, and I don't know if he's in here yet. He may be back in the lobby. Let's have a look. No, he's not in the room yet. But Raffo, he's fourth with 35 points. Great racing last week. Room Raider as well. Room Raider, that is. He's sitting in fifth in the Prime Championship with 34 points. Sixth, we have Rick to continue. He's just sitting in the pits there. He's in sixth with 33 points. Then we go on to... that's the wrong one. I need to go back over this way. So sitting in seventh is Manny the Gamer. Manny the Gamer, yeah, he's there. He's sitting in seventh in the Prime Championship with 30 points. Then we have Doug's. Doug's yeah, had a great couple of races. Quite action-packed, to be honest with you. Doug's there, 27 points, sitting in 8th position. Then we have P1 Dodgy. Dodgy, I don't think he's here. Yeah, he's here. P1 Dodgy, sitting in 9th with 20 points. Then we have... we've got Abby, but she's not here this evening. She had a COVID jab, so she's not feeling up to it this evening, which is very understandable. But she's sitting in 10th with 35 points. Then in 11th we have Ricky J. I don't think Ricky J's here yet. No, Ricky J's not here. He's sitting in 11th with 17 points. Then we have P1 Rob to the rear in 12th position with 15 points. Dark Smoker as well, streaming the Pro League this evening over on his Smoker channel, Dark Smoker. I put the link for the donation page in the description already. Sponsored by Digital Car Culture, Infinity Decals, We Are Driven. There's something else on there which I can't quite see. My eyes ain't the best, sorry, it's the age. But this evening, going back to this evening, 2 times 20-minute races, and what can we expect? So let's go and look at the event settings. So 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be slippery conditions. Time limit 40. Is this must be the enduro this evening then, not the 2 times 20 minutes. I thought it was a 2 times 20 minutes. Let me let me just quickly ask for you. I swear it's 220. Just asking that question because earlier on I was told that it was 2 times 20. If it is an enduro, I'll change the description. If it's right, I'll have to just edit it. It only takes 2 minutes to edit. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Yes. let Pilgrim know that is it 40-minute Enduro? No, it's 20 minutes times 2, which I was told earlier anyway. Let's go through here's Niall now. Niall there. Doing well in the championship. Let's see what he can do this evening. So, race settings. Koyto Yamagiwa. I like the Mumbai as well. The Mumbai is the longer layout. This track. 5 o'clock in the morning. Racing mediums as well. So it's going to be slippery conditions. So, you know, driver ability again. What can they do? It's going to be action-packed from the get-go. Grid start, fastest first. Qualifications, 10 minutes again. Tyre wear times 10. It doesn't really have that much effect on the tyres, the times 10. It's quite surprising, actually. The grip level's still there. They still got some towards the end of the race. But I think around Yamagiwa this evening, you know, a lot of heavy corners. I think the tyre wear will have an impact come towards the end of the race, like the last 5 minutes or so. I think they'll notice the handling effect on the car. Mechanical damage light, M300 category, balance of performance, minimum weight, racing medium. That's how it is. That's all your penalties there. And yeah, it's just all about getting underway for the qualification. Qualification is normally action-packed, and it can become tight in the race as well. But, you know, this track is renowned for close racing. You know, just how it is. You've got a lot of high-low corners. You've got elevation and that as well. This chicane, a tricky chicane. I don't know who's coming through it yet, but it's all about perfecting this final chicane as you head on to the final corner. The right-hander, Doug's there, hitting that left hairpin, dodgy as well to that section. Just missed Niall going through there as well. So I want to get someone go. Here we go through the chicane section now. It's tricky. The way to do it, I would do it, is clip it down to third, and just maximise the rear end of the car. Try and keep it balanced, and then flick it up to that fourth gear. You know, you got long left-handers. You know, you got a couple of them, and tyre wear, tyre deck, wheel taking effect. So heading uphill now. Heading up the incline, the S section there. Rob just up ahead. This is a sector coming up now. Timing sector coming up now. He's doing it right. Keep it to the right. Keep it down to 4. Flick it to 4. Hug that apex really tight. Maybe a late apex from him. Yeah, late apex there from Skippy. So opting for that wider entry in and a later apex at the end. So drop it downhill now, which this is a really, really tricky section. You need to get it bang on. Ideally third clip, just so you can run 2 wheels over the inside of that. Penalties as well, just be wary of penalties. Heading uphill now. Then we go to the left hairpin section, heavy braking corner. Expect to see a lot of overtakes around this section. Left-hander coming out now. You see a lot of cars diving to the inside. If you see that bit of a gap, they're going to be there. Another timing sector coming up now. Ricky J. Rappo's in the room. Another timing sector. Drop it downhill to the final chicane. So clip that, flick it down a gear. Perfect there. Got the entry a little bit wrong, but during the race, you know, in qualification, this is practice at the minute. They will perfect their lines in and out of that chicane. That's going to be a crucial part of this lap, to be honest with you, the final chicane. You can see quite a few cars running wide. I mean, man of the game there. Let's see how he gets on. We've got Rob coming to that chicane now. No, he's in around the final corner. Sorry, man of the gamer. Where is he to on the track? Yeah, he's coming up to it now. And we've actually got Niall there. Niall, he's dropping down to that chicane. Everyone does it differently. They're dropping down through it now. He's just backing off a bit there. He's backing off, so it's interesting. Everyone's doing it different. I'd love to be out on the track. It's one of my favourite tracks, each layout, this track. But it's getting the performance from the car as well, especially P1 Popeye. Got yeah, was it spinach? Got your spinach Popeye from America. And we got the Aussie. G'day, mate. G'day. He's a P1, probably drinking his Fosters or whatever. You know, probably outside racing, having a barbecue. Popeye, let's say you get on. Then we got Rob in third position. We've got Noel there in fourth. And Manny the Gamer in fifth. Doug's in sixth. P1 Dodgy in seventh. Ricky in eighth. We've got Pilgrim We've got Room Raider actually. He's in 9th now. We've got Pilgrim in 10th. We've got Rick to continue in 11th. So getting underway in a minute. Just get everyone into the room. Get everyone settled. Qualification will be open. It's not closed. Check out the liveries as well on all these cars. They're really bright. Really bright. You got the logo there for Archie's Journey on each of the cars. Let's have a look at the liveries on these cars. So we are driven on the back, Pro-Am on the rear, Popeye there, Dark Smoke on the rear, Mazda running a bit wide onto the grass, so that's going to affect his tyres, but he's heading uphill now. Nice Popeye, live Popeye, gonna spinach out. Or was it seaweed? I can't remember. Spinach, wasn't it? Car. Rob there, we are driven on the rear, Archie's Journey as well. Please check it out. It's a must. Donate pound 50p. You know, we've got Baggy there. Baggy's joining the room now. We've got Baggy joining the room. Resetting the room. I was going through liveries there. Cheers, Pilgrim. I was going through liveries, but now I can't go through liveries. What are they doing now? Are they doing qualification? Must be qualification. We'll expect this to be... No, not qualification. Ah, yeah, it's qualification now. It does what I do. Have it off, then switch it to light. Open qualification. No messing around. They're all going out on track now. Who can get that P number 1 on the grid? It's crucial to get P. Then again, it isn't around this track because you can get it... If you sit 5th or 6th, you can gain an advantage technically because the front runners, they all come compact, and that will leave an entry in for a couple of cars maybe around the left-hander. Oh god, it's always the way, innit? I've got the pussy in the room, the cat that is. She wants to get out. I'm gonna get her out. Come on, get out. Come on, out. 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 Come on, out. Move yourself. Finally. God, it's like talking to a woman with that cat. Never listen. Anyway, back to qualification. Popeye leading them out. Let's go on board with Popeye here in car. We'll get the keyboard up. For instant replays, and I don't think there'll be many collisions. You know, it's just going to be compact racing there. So we've got Rob behind Popeye there. So Popeye heading down the left hairpin now. Left heavy braking section. Hug that curb if you can, which he has done. Run it out wide. Clip that curb, run it out to the left sector coming up now, drop it downhill, going through this final chicane, perfect this, clip that apex, drop it down again, clip that apex, bang on there. Lifted off the throttle a little bit, wasn't quite confident, but you know, each to their own. Final corner now, the right hander, bing bang bong, foot to the floor. Yes, that's what we like to see. So heading up the start finish straight to the timing line now to complete the out lap. We will then head on to the hot lap, the fast lap. What can he do? Can he get pole? He's broke away from Rob there, so he's increased that gap to Rob. So heading around the left hander now, left hand, very nice indeed there. He's kept it in 4th round there, which is very surprising. In 4th gear in this car, you'd be surprised how far you could go in 4th gear. Heading up the incline now, the S section, clip this apex, heading downhill. Another time is set to now. What has he done? He has done a 26.047. So drop it down here now, the left hander, late apex again from this gentleman. So Skippy and Popeye opted for the late apex. So run it out to the right, drop it downhill now, heading downhill to the heavy braking for the chicane section. What gear would he do it in? Everyone does it differently. 3rd, run it a bit deep in the entry there, that's going to affect his time. And let's see if he can bring it back, bit back-endy there on the rear. Ideally, put it up again just to settle that car up to 4th. So now he's heading down to the left-hander. He just ran a bit deep, that's going to cost him around about half a second in time. Can he claw that back on his second hot lap? Remember, I will go out of car view when he completes his lap. We'll look on to the rest of the grid as well, and let's see who can come out on top. So drop it downhill, final chicane now, perfect this, very nice indeed. 3rd, straight back up to 4th, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, Popeye, come on Popeye, run it. Right hander now, long right hander there, yeah, a little bit wide of that apex, but here we go on the start finish rate. What has he done? What has he done? What has Popeye done? Has he built their muscles even more? Heading to the start timing line now. He has done a 1:44.941. Skippy, what can Skippy do? Skippy there, 1:43.693. Niall there, 13 thousandths of a second behind Skippy there. Amazing. Moon Raider there, only half a second just under behind Niall. Popeye now falling down to fourth. That moment as he headed downhill to that chicane has affected his time. Pilgrim there in fifth position. Rob in sixth. What can Rob do? Can he rob him of pole? We'll wait and see. Ricky there, Ricky J. Good evening, my man. Nice to see you again. Second week. Ricky J, what can he do in sixth? 5.4 seconds off the lead. Rob now down to 7. Manny the Gamer. Let's get some gaming going, Manny. He's in 8th position. Drop it down to that final chicane now. What can he do for his hot lap? Doug's there in 9th. Different livery. Was yellow last year or was that stock? Dodgy there in 10th position. It's okay not to be okay around that car. Mental health awareness. Please do check out We Are Driven on Facebook. Digital Car Culture. P1RC. Affinity Decals on his website. Check everything. Archie's Journey. Please donate. Link is in the description. They're half a second down. Oh, half a second penalty, sorry, for Niall. So Niall there behind Skippy. Has Skippy improved on his sector? No, he has not. He's dropped a bit of time. P1 Room Raider, purple. Room Raider there. He's on the mission this evening. He's got a purple final sector. What can he do? Heading towards the final chicane, through the final chicane. Heading towards the final right-hander now. What can he do? Drop down that gear. Can he just plant it on the exit of this corner? Very nice slide in that rear end. He's drifting that car around that final corner. Heading up to the start finish straight now. Heading up to the timing line. What can Room Raider do? Can he grab that pole off of Skippy? Oh, can he grab that pole? No, he's lost a bit of time there, but he's still in 4th position. So the man on pole position in a minute, P1 Skippy. Rob! Whoa, Rob! 1:43.108. Stonk Pilgrim! 1:43.105. You boys have been practicing at this track, haven't you? Yes, Laddo, you have been practicing this track. Stonking lap there from P1 Pilgrim. Can anyone challenge P1 Pilgrim? What can Niall? Can he get up there? He's not too far away. Skippy, I think ideally he would be looking for that pole position. Popeye now ghosting. Maybe he's had enough for this lap. Room Raider there down to 6. Manny the Gamer. What can he do? Green. He's got green sector, so he's improved on his sector time. What can he do? Heading towards the final corner. Round that final corner. Plant that accelerator. Full throttle along the start finish rate. What can he do? Manny the Gamer heading to the start timing line now. Has he improved on his time? Can he go further up that grid? What has he done? He's coming in now. Oh, he stays in 8th. Ricky J in 9th. P1 Dodgy in that 10th position. And Doug's to the rear, unfortunately, in 11th. Raffo keeps coming in and out. I don't know if he's got connections issues, but let's wait and see if he comes out on track. Pilgrim there, 3 thousandths of a second from Rob. Amazing close racing already, and it's only in qualification. Rit to continue. Purple, he is the fastest car on track at this moment in time. Can he perfect that by getting pole position? Raffo's having internet issues, I think. The internet's not playing ball for Raffo. Can Rit to continue? He's got 2 cars up ahead. Now, will these cars play a factor on his lap time at all? He's heading around that left-hander now. He is closing quite rapidly to the rear of the back markers there. Doug's, would he? No, he just backs off it, but Doug's is there still on the inside. He's lost a bit of time there, Rit to continue, so he wants to perfect this final chicane. What can he do? Heading for that final chicane now. He's going to the final corner. This final chicane, what can? Round the final corner, can he improve on his time? Clip that apex, he's planted now. Oh, he almost ran it wide on the exit. Rob's had enough. Pilgrim currently sitting on pole, but can this man grab that pole position off of P1 Pilgrim? Headed to the start timing line now, and Rickardson, he's lost a bit of time there. Very unfortunate indeed. Coming up towards the back markers there, he just got held up a little bit. So it looks like the man on pole position is P1 Pilgrim, unless anyone is still going around their lap. Looks like Skippy is going around his lap still, so Skippy there behind Rit to continue. I don't know if they're still going around, but it looks like they are. And we've got Niall there, just had enough now with P1 Dodgy. Raffo's in and out like a yo-yo. Don't know what's going on with his connection, but it isn't playing ball this evening. Skippy, can he improve? Final lap for Skippy. And Rick continues out enough, so Rick to continue is pulled off track now. He's in 4th. He was purple, so I think he just got held up a little bit. But it happens. It happens in qualification, you know. They're trying to get out #1 spot, and Rob there. He's backed off. 3-minute, 22nd lap. Where are you, Lasaf? Gosh. Pilgrim. Currently sitting on pole. The only man that can really challenge P1 Pilgrim is Skippy. What can Skippy do? So Skippy's drifting around that corner. So Skippy's yeah, he's on it right about now. Let's get the keyboard up before the start of the race, because I do like having the keyboard. Let's get the keyboard going. Let's get the keyboard going. Let's get it all going. P1 Pilgrim there. Skippy's going through that final chicane now. What can he do? It's all about perfecting this final corner. Try to hug it as tight to that apex as you can, and then send it out wide on the exit and plant that accelerator. No, he's lost a lot of time. He's lost a lot of time. So it looks like your man on pole position is P1 Pilgrim by 0.003 of a second there. He's on provisional pole at the minute, and I think he will stay there. So well done to Pilgrim, Rob and Skippy. That's your top 3. Rick to continue 4th. Niall, but Rick to continue still going around, but he's way off that time. Niall in 5th. Popeye in 6th. Womb Raider in 7th. Ricky in 8th. Manny the Gamer in 9th. Dodgy in 10th. And Doug's there to the rear in 11th position. We now head on in a couple of minutes time to the first 20-minute race, and then it's reverse 10, I think, for the second race. That's what I understood from last week. But let's see if this keyboard is working. We got Rob there in 2nd. We got Pilgrim there currently sitting on pole. So everything is working. I just need to make sure, because I don't want anything to go wrong this evening. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's perfect. So that's all working fine. So it's all about getting underway for the race now. 20 past 9. I think we should be getting underway in a minute. Let's see who's going around on track. Hope everyone's well. Got no viewers at the minute, which is quite sad, to be honest with you. Such a good event, Archie's Journey. I'm not very well known within the P1 racing community, so it's a bit tricky to get the views. Normally when I do other events I get quite a few views, but so far I haven't got any. I have shared the link around. It's all about activating that link so people can actually see. So yeah, let's just wait and see. Let's see if we get any viewers there. Rob's still going around. Skippy's still going around. They're all still going around. Room Raider, Ricky J just having a bit of a spinny moment there. Ricky J spinning around on that track. So Ricky J spinning around. Spin me around, laddo. Spin me around, Ricky. Go on, spin me around. Spinner, Mia, rounder. So Pilgrim on pole. Rob in 2nd. Skippy, championship leader. He'll be looking for a win or 2 this evening. We're going to get 2 because there's only 2 races, but it's going to be fascinating. It's all about the first lap. Are people going to do it sensibly? Are people going to kick off? Are people just going to be like guns blazing? To the first corner, Pilgrim, Rob, Skippy. That's your top 3 at this moment in time. It's all about the perfect getaway of that grid. We'll spin Skippy there. Hazards on. I don't know what's going on. False start check. You do get a penalty if you are deemed to be jumping. And Rob! Whoa, Rob! Straight up to first. So yes, have that, Pilgrim. And head into the left-hander now. They're all bunched up together. Rob has got that lead at the minute. And we've got the 2nd, 3rd, we've got the 4th, we've got the 5th. They're all bunching now. We've got Noda to the rear, and then we've got someone Room Raider there. He's batting them 3 abreast, and then I'm here now 2 abreast. So it's all sensible at the minute. But it's all about this left-hander now coming up. Rob there being harassed by P1 Pilgrim. P1 Pilgrim in the inside there. Rob, will he get this move done? And we've got Rick to continue as well behind P1 Pilgrim. Nice move there from P1 Pilgrim. Right down the inside there. But Rob is sitting behind. Rob won't let him go away so easy. Skippy there. Skippy is falling down to 4th. Championship leader So Rick to continue had that purple sector who was going on for that pole position is now up to 3rd position. Looking for retribution maybe. Niall there and Moonraider. A little bit of contact from them both. But we've got Ricky J in 7th with Popeye. Popeye lad out. Popeye in that 8th. Doug's in 9th. Dodgy in 10th. And Manny the game unfortunately to the rear in 11, but P1 Pilgrim being harassed now by Rob and Rick to continue. Rick to continue is behind Rob, and he can see P1 Pilgrim just up ahead, but we've got Skippy as well. Skippy as well, he's like sitting behind us, like yes, hello you 3. Any error, I'm coming for you, laddo. And I think he will. No, they just dropped back a bit, but he's breaking away from Roo Raider. So heading around the final corner now on lap number 1. Already it's action packed. P1 Pilgrim and Rob, a little bit of contact. Skippy to the outside there of Rick to continue, and he's up to 3rd, but Rick to continue has got the perfect line in, but Niall there. Niall's got the slipstream effect from Rick to continue. He's like, yeah, push me along, suck me along. Popeye there in 7th, Ricky J in 8th. Side by side there, Ricky J and Popeye 7th and 8th. Who will come out on top? Let's go further up because it's going off side by side there. Rick to continue and Skippy with Niall just behind. So any error from Nisu will be bouncing on through. Batting still, Skippy and Rick to continue side by side. Skippy's got the lead now, but we've got Pilgrim and Rob side by side. Rob runs it out a bit wide. Pilgrim keeps it in tight, but Rob will have the better exit in that corner. Skippy as well. Skippy in now 4th position. Moonraider in 5th. Popeye now up to 6th. He's bringing in Ricky J with him. Doug's there in 8th. Manny the Gamer. Dodgy on the grass, like no off-road this evening. And Niall there to the rear in 11th. But Niall's, what's happened to Niall? Can I pick that up at all? No, that was a bit too late into the replay. Something's happened to Niall there, and I don't know what's going on with Niall. But back to the front we go. Pilgrim, Rob, and Rick to continue, and Skippy ban it out. And we got Room Raider. He's like, yeah, don't forget about me. I'm going to raid you all. And he's up to 4th now. So he's up to 4th, and he's got that move on to Skippy. Skippy has fallen down. Skippy has fallen down now. He was sitting in a pretty 3rd, went down to 4th. Now down to 5th. Pilgrim's breaking away now in that 1st. Rick to continue with Rob on the inside. Rob on the inside there when he gets moved down. He's looking for it. We've got Room Raider behind as well in 4th. And Skippy as well. So Skippy can see these two battling. Popeye gaining to the back of these 5 actually in 6th. Manny the Gamer in 7th with Doug's behind in 8th. Dodgy in 9th. Niall now up to 10th. And Ricky J unfortunately must have a moment. He's in 11th position. So at the front we go quickly. P1 Pilgrim breaking away. 1.5 second gap now. And he has got the fast out. 1:43.323 at this moment in time. Rick to continue. Still batting away with Rob. They're side by side heading up. No, they're not. Backed off of it. Rob there. Heading up through the S section now. We've got Skippy behind as well. And we've got Rob behind. And we've got Room Raider behind. We've got Skippy behind. It's all coming off. We've got these 4 cars will come into the battle. But with these 4 cars battling is enabling Pilgrim just to break away slowly. And he's doing that. So we have Skippy there in 3rd. Up to 3rd now. What can he do? Can he maintain that 3rd? Or can he increase the gap from him and Rob and maybe get that 2nd position? But we're heading downhill now. Rick to continue. We'll defend. Heading through that chicane now. What can he do? Nicely done there. Room Raider bit on that grass. I don't know if he'll get a penalty. He does indeed. A 2nd penalty, so that's going to hamper his position. Because slowly behind we got Popeye. Popeye in that 6th, slowly gaining. And you can see Room Raider's got that penalty. Manny the Gamer. And we got Doug's there, Banner and Niall there in the inside. And the inside there, Manny the Gamer. Niall is on a mission. He's like, yes, look at me, Darren, on stream. I'm going to take 2 of them. He took 3 of them. And he's down the inside. Very nice move there for Niall. Very, very nice move there. Doug's runs it a bit wide. Manny the Gamer, he wants to follow Niall through as well. The 2 Irish lads. They're going through that chicane now. Can they keep it together? Doug's runs it a bit wide. Doug's still in that 9th position. Right, baby. Doug's in that light. P1 Dodgy in 10th. P1 Dodgy just sitting behind this pack with Doug's there in 9th. Man in the game in 8th. Niall there getting away in that 7th position. So he's being released now. So it's all about him gaining to the rear of these 6 up ahead. Popeye in 5th now. Popeye in 5th. Where did he get that move done, Popeye? He got that done quite early. So Pilgrim leading the way on lap number 4. I raced him the other night in the Infinity Series around Monza, but Skippy up to 2nd. Rick to continue, just sitting behind Skippy there. He could dive down the inside, perfect opportunity, but behind he's got a bit of a gap now to Rob, so he's looking to the inside, and he does indeed. Rick to continue down the inside there. Skippy, nice move there, but Skippy will sit in the slipstream of Rick to continue, and then we have got around about 14 minutes to go, and we're dropping downhill now to the chicane again. Rob in that fourth, with Popeye in fifth, slowly gaining Popeye. Popeye can see Rob, and he can see second actually. Oh, Rick to continue runs it a bit wide there onto the grass. What, did they ever come in together at all? Did Skippy and Rick to continue ever come in together? It looked like a little bit of contact as they head downhill, or minimal contact then. Rick to continue come off worse there, so Rick to continue drop down to fourth, actually down to fifth, so he's had a massive moment. So that unfortunately has affected him. The dirt on the tyres is probably what it is. So he's got to scrub that off now, because they have got Room Raider slowly catching behind that sixth position. Further back we go. We've got Niall. I'm managing a game of helping each other now to slowly gain up. Doug's there in that light. Dodgy into Doug's running off track, kept it together, well done. And Ricky J unfortunately to the rear in 11th position, but sticking at it. Fastest lap, Skippy, 1:42.350. But Skippy is still, well, now he's coming under increased pressure from Popeye. Popeye's on another level. He's like, yes, look at me. I've had all my spinach. Now I'm coming for you. So Popeye behind Skippy there, and we've got battling behind as well. We've got Room Raider and Rick to continue fifth and sixth, but we've got Popeye. He's like waiting for that opportunity, heading up for the S section now, heading uphill, maybe downhill will be the perfect opportunity for him. On bonnet view now with Popeye. Can he dive down? A bit too far away, maybe a bit of late braking. Can't be done in these cars, so here we go. Send it out wide, hug it out wide, late apex again. They must prefer to do that line, but Pilgrim there, 3.7 second gap. I will do an on-ball out with Pilgrim in a minute, but he's maintaining that gap and he's increasing that gap, so he's doing, oh, as I say that, commentator's cursed, almost lost it. Just keep composed, Pilgrim, and he got the win in the back, but you got this chasing Rob, and you've lost over half a second from that bit of a moment there, Pilgrim. But Skippy, Popeye, Moon Raider, Rick to continue forward and back now, so Moon Raider there, the perfect opportunity to dive down the inside there at Popeye, and he does indeed. Very nice move there from Moon Raider there, but Popeye will look for the switch back there. They're heading for the final chicane now. What can they do there side by side? No, wheel, back wheel to front wheel, almost, Popeye just backs out. Oh no, that was no contact then, was it? So Moon Raider, let's go back and have a look at that again. So from Moon Raider's point of view, we're going to go out car view. This is a better view for incident, so I don't think it was. I don't know. We'll look at it now, won't we? So the final chicane. Oh, a little bit of a touch there from Popeye, which didn't help matters there. So unfortunately now, yeah, a little bit of contact there. So that kind of affected Moon Raider, but I think Popeye's backed off, which is the right thing. Yeah, he has indeed. So Moon Raider's backed off a bit now. So these two are at it again. Round number 2, we've got Popeye and Moon Raider for that 5th and 4th. But yes, Moon Raider's ran it a bit wide on that chicane. So, you know, it's all kicking off to the mid-pack. Pilgrim in that first, Robin second, and we've got Skippy breaking away now from it to continue. And we've got P1 Popeye. He's at his. Oh, what's going on here? Why is it doing that? This replay. Oh, anyway, it's all right now. Pilgrim there in that first still, and we got Robin second, Skippy in third, Popeye in. That was weird how that stuck. Popeye still batting away with Rick to continue, but Rick to continue is in that opportunity now just to get that position of Popeye. Dive down the inside again, round left hander, and when he does, like, hello Popeye. Hello, I see you. No, I don't, because I'm going down the inside, and I've done it all a bit too wrong. I'm into the barrier, kissing the barrier. Now Rick to continue, he's got it all done again. He's spinning around. He's like, no, I want to do it the reverse way around. I don't want to do it the normal way around. So I feel like doing the backwards way around this evening. But no, he's turned around, and he's heading around the right way. So Rob there in that second, Skippy in third. Skippy's got it all to do. Skippy leading the championship at the minute, and I think second race again, he may, you know, win again like he done last week. He had a few errors last week, but he's but Rob is like, hello Pilgrim, I can now see you. So we can now see Pilgrim. Pilgrim's had it all his own way from the start, but now with that tyre wear coming into effect, the racing medium, As I said, around about the last 5 minutes, that will affect the tyre wear, and it is. Pilgrim there's lost like 3 seconds. Rob there in second, Skippy in third, and we've got Popeye, now it's gapping. So with that tyre wear coming into effect, remember at the start it was all compact batting, but now unfortunately it's all gap now. Dodgy, Ricky with Rick to continue. Something's happened with Rick to continue. What has happened? He's not happy. He's commenting on something's gone on with Rick to continue. So Pilgrim there coming under increased pressure now from Rob. So Rob is in this prime position now just to get that position off of P1 Pilgrim. But I know P1 Pilgrim will give up a fight, defensive fight. But remember, it has got to be clean as well. So heading uphill now, heading towards this left hand, the left hairpin, heavy braking section again. And Pilgrim seems to increase the gap around this part. So Rob there, Pilgrim into that, yeah, Rob's hugging that curb even more than Pilgrim. But again, he's going to get a bit of dirt on the tyres, which is going to affect the stability of the car. And Skippy there, 3.5 with 8 minutes to go. With that tyre wear coming into effect as well, I think it's a matter of time before Skippy can get to the rear of these two, because these two now are fighting. So that will enable Skippy to slowly close up lap after lap. So Rob, can he dive down the inside there of P1 Pilgrim? Slipstream effect will happen now. So we're going to go with Rob on bonnet view with Rob now. What can he do? Can he look for that late move into the left-hander, or will he just wait? Maybe he can sense the tyre where it's happening onto P1 Pilgrim. So yeah, he's looking for Pilgrim a little bit wide on that apex, and again looking for that late apex on the exit. And Rob there kept it nice and tight all the way around. So Pilgrim lost a bit of time again, heading up the S section now. And what can he do, Rob? Sit in that slipstream and just do a late move maybe, but make sure it's clean. So look at his scout laser. I mean, this is closing massively. So it's for Rob now to do that move safely and nicely down the inside. No, he just bats out. I think he's just testing Pilgrim, but Pilgrim there ran it wide. He's ran it wide there, so that's costing time. And now Rob has got that first position. Pilgrim in that second. Skippy in third now. Rick to continue is not happy. With Niall there in fifth. We've got Room Raider in sixth. Dodgy in seventh. Ricky J, sorry, in eighth. Manny the Gamer in ninth with Doug's in 10th and Rick to continue, unfortunately, in 11th position. So P1 Pilgrim. Have I missed something again? For that final chicane, Rob just gave him space, which I think is the right thing to do, because then Rob could just technically come back up P1 Pilgrim. But then Skippy is like, hello Rob and P1 Pilgrim, I can get to both of you. So Skippy, I think he's managed that tyre wear very well. He's looked after his tyres, and Rob isn't happy with just over 6 minutes to go. Skippy can quite possibly get Rob, but Skippy has a bit of a slidey on the exit of that corner. Now Popeye is had all the spinach and he's like coming up behind Skippy now. It is 3.5. What can Popeye do? Pop out them muscles, mate. Get up there if you can. So Pilgrim in that first position still, with Rob coming under pressure now from Skippy. Skippy can see second, and it's 2.4 between first and third. This is going to be quite interesting. We've got just around about 5 minutes to go. Let's go down. Niall there in fifth. Room Raider in sixth. So it's all gap to the rear, but I say that. And Dodgy is closing into the back of Ricky J. Manny the Gamer in ninth, falling back. Doug's in 10th. Rick to continue, still not happy. He was having a stonking race. Something went on through that chicane as they head downhill, and from there he's had a bit of an issue. So I don't know what's going on with Rick to continue, but I'm sure we'll find out. Rob there broke away a bit from Skippy. So Pilgrim has done alright. He's had a bit of pressure and he's sliding again through that chicane. Every time I come on to Pilgrim, he's sliding around, and I feel like it's me. So Rob needs to be wary of Skippy. So Rob's trying to focus to catch the Pilgrim, but in the meantime he's got Skippy in his rearview mirror. But if you look at just in the background, you've got Popeye and Niall slowly gaining. So there's 7.7 second gap with that tyre wear hampering the grip of the cars, especially from the front two, because Skippy's going to get that second position off of Rob. He's just psyching him out at the minute. There's Popeye, there's Niall coming through that chicane now. So Rob's defending that the last corner. He's keeping that really tight to the apex, and now Skippy is pulling to the right of Rob. And when he get this, no, it's better off just sitting in the slipstream for now and just wait for that opportunity, because I think Rob on occasion does run it quite wide on left-handers, as you'll see now. Yeah, as you see there, he's ran it out, he's drifted out a bit wide, but Skippy has almost done the same thing as Rob there. But Popeye in fourth is now, yeah, he's lost a second to Skippy now, but Niall there can quite possibly get that fourth off of Popeye. Room Raiders, unfortunately, a bit too far away. Ricky J, Dodgy, Manny the Gamer, Dogs, Rich to continue, still in pause mode, so he's not happy. Pilgrim there, 1.7 second gap with 3 minutes to go. He's eased off again. Maybe he's just imagined them tyres even more. Skippy in that third position. And again, we've got round number 464. Skippy wants to try and get past Rob. So Skippy behind Rob. What can he do, Skippy? Heading through the chicane now. Keeping it in really tight. Clip the apexes as he heads through. Heading uphill now, the incline section. Skippy there. Nice exit from that chicane. And it's only now a matter of time before Skippy maybe does a switchback. No, he's keeping it out wide around his left hander. Maybe look for the cutback on the inside. Let's go and have a look. Alright, Deno. Evening, my man. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you are well. Pilgrim there. A 2 second gap over Rob. Skippy's looking down the inside now. He just backs out of it. This battle is going to commence until the end. Popeye in fourth, but Niles dropped back in fifth now. So he's lost a bit of time to Popeye. So Mr. Spinach Eater is slowly closing again to the rear of Skippy. But Skippy wants that second off of Rob. And they're coming up to a back marker, which is Rick to continue. But P1 Pilgrim so far hasn't put a foot right. He's come under a bit of pressure. But then he's maintained that pressure and he's increased that gap again. Remember Archie's journey. Please, please, please donate where you can. Link is in the description as I say that. Skippy there in third. He still can't get by Rob. I think he's just playing a game with him. I think he knows where Rob's slow, so he's waiting for that opportunity. He's waiting for a last lap. Last lap. But again, you see, I think he's just playing. I don't know why there's blue flags. Or is that Rick to continue up ahead? Yeah, Rick to continue is up ahead. So scroll down quick. I don't think anything else is happening. Yeah, it's all settled now to the rear. So it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, second and third, because Skippy is now up to second, but then Rob will stay around the outside. Maybe a move on the exit of this chicane. They're heading downhill through the chicane. A little bit of contact to the rear of Rob. Sorry, front of Rob to the rear of Skippy. Heading uphill now. No, Skippy has perfected that, but Pilgrim has got to be away because we will be heading onto the final lap in a minute. But Skippy, 1.8 second gap around Koyto Yamagiwa. Can that be done? I don't know. Let's ask Mr. Deno. Can he close that time off of Pilgrim there? 1.8 around this track. It's a short layout up this track. So P1 Pilgrim. It's going to be close. 1.6, 1.5. So he's losing a lot of time. So he has got these two closing up slowly. So Rob there in third, Skippy in second. Pilgrim, can you maintain that first position over Skippy and Rob? Because that time is 2.8 between first and third. But behind, we've got Niall's got that penalty. That will affect him towards the end of the race anyway. But Popeye, from where he was, I mean, fair play to him. He's got up there. He's battled his way through. Who was that? What's just gone off there? Rick to continue. He's not happy right about now. He's gone off track. He's like, look, I've had enough. I'll just wait till they come round. Be a lap down. But Pilgrim there, 1.8, and he's extending that gap again. You know, Pilgrim. Fair play to Pilgrim. You know, he did come under pressure, but at the end of the day, he's took that pressure, and he's looks like without an error, he'll get that first position. But I need a drink. My God, my throat's all dry. Breathe, Darren, breathe. Pilgrim in first. I think he may keep that first because Skippy has fallen back a bit now. So I think Skippy is happy with second. And remember, he is the championship leader. Rob in third. So yeah, I think this is settled now. Popeye to Niall. Niall hasn't given up for that fourth, but then he's got to get rid of that penny. So, you know, even if he did, he'll lose it anyway. Dodgy in seventh, with Ricky J in 8th, Doug's in 9th, Manny in 10th, Rick to continue as finished, he's in 11th, a lap down. P1 Pilgrim now coming for the final chicane, and P1 Pilgrim ran a perfect race. Rob there almost lost it on the final chicane, but we have got Niall straight off track, trying to get rid of that penny, trying to close the gap, but unfortunately more dirt on the tyres, and that's going to affect him. P1 Pilgrim, well done Pilgrim, top job my man, top job, well done. Sliding, drifting, you that was close. Skippy is second and Robin third. You almost lost that win then. Popeye in fourth, Niall there in fifth, Room Raider coming across the line now in sixth. Great race at the start. The first half of that race was so intense, and then the tyre wear come into effect. Room Raider in sixth, and then it just seemed to back off. But Dodgy, fair play to Dodgy, you know, up to seventh. Fair play to Dodgy. Ricky J coming up now in that 8th position. So Ricky J getting that 8th. Well done to Ricky J. Handbrake turn across that line. Well done, my man. Doug's in 9th. Doug's in 9th position. Quite a way back. 45 seconds off the leader. But remember, points do matter in racing. All points do matter. So Doug's there in 9th. Manny the Gamer crossing the line now in 10th. And Rip to continue. Unfortunately, in last position in 11th. Cracking race, lads. Good race, really good race. It was a good race. Stonking. Pilgrim got pole, got the win, so he's got that maximum points. He didn't get fastest lap though, so he's lost out on that point for the fastest lap. So let's go through the final results of that race. It was intense at the start, you know. It's like, God, what's going to go on? Positions changing left, right, and centre, and then boom. As soon as you get that tyre wear, it just all settles down. So P1 Pilgrim, maximum points for you, my man. Bar that fastest lap in first. Skippy in second. Rob in third. Popeye made his way up to fourth. Niall there as well. You know, he's fallen back. He had a bit of an off, but he's made his way up to fifth. Room Raider in sixth. Dodgy in seventh. Ricky J in eighth. Doug's in ninth. Manny the Gamer in 10th. Rick to continue in 11th, and P1 Skippy fastest lap at 1:42.350 early on in the race, lap number 3. This now for the second race. I'm pretty sure it's I was told last week it's reverse top 10. That's how they do it in this league. So reverse top 10. But in the meantime, I just need to go to the toilet. I will be back, thank you. I don't know if anyone is out on track, so we can have a bit of a watch. No, everyone's in the pit, so give me a minute, I will be back, thank you. So, apologies for that. I just need to go to the toilet. But yeah, Archie's journey. That's raising funds and awareness for Archie to have urgent medical treatment. I think if I'm right, it's in America. They're aiming to raise £230,000. They have actually raised £225,000, so they're not too far away to achieve their target. So anything does help, and it will be appreciated. Again, the link is in the description. Last week, if you recall, I had a bit of an issue with the OBS side of things. I wasn't getting the audio from the game, so we couldn't hear the cars. All you could do is hear my voice, and I was tinny. So what I've gone and done is I've gone and wasted more money, which it is. I keep splashing the money. So I went out and I bought a new PC today. Totally different PC. Almost top spec. It's about a year away from, a year old than the actual top spec. I spent quite a bit on it today. So instead of Streamlabs, I'm going to do it OBS. So OBS Studio is a lot better than Streamlabs. What I'm hearing, you can do a lot more with it. So I've got that software installed. So tomorrow, that's my aim, to get that all set up. For MVP, I do them on a Sunday. Obviously, P1RC a Thursday. So yeah, that's my plan. So I do MVP for like the past 3 seasons, and I'll be doing them for another 5. And P1RC, I'm doing it for this season, but I don't know how long for, if they need me after that. But to implement different things, instead of me saying results, I can have them on screen. I can have little decals on the top right, etc, etc. I had that last week, but it wasn't great. So new PC, I've got that now. So yeah, it's all sorted, it's all ready to go. 20-minute race again, but reverse top 10. So can Pilgrim quite possibly go for that win, or will someone else win? Because I think Popeye and Knight will be aching for a win as well. We'll just wait and see. I don't know what happened with Rick to continue. I seen that bit of a moment heading downhill for that final chicane. Well, not final chicane, but the chicane to last. And he went a bit wide and he went onto the grass. I don't know what's happened from there. So I do apologise if I missed anything from Rick to continue, but I tried to get everything. So when there's close battles, I seem to focus on that quite a bit. So I've seen that with Rick to continue. I don't know what happened, so it's quite hard for me to commentate on that. So I do apologise. What happened? Something happened in the hairpin by the looks of it. Don't drive like this. Yeah, so something's gone on toward. I don't know what, but I'm sure that'll be sorted out after the race. With the admins or the stewards or whatever. The race will be looked at. I'll save the replay as well, just in case they, ask me anything. Did I say anything? The only thing I've seen was they heading downhill to that chicane. A little bit of contact from there. It seemed to go downhill for it to continue. Baggy there, P1RC Baggy, admin. I'm not sure if he's a founder of P1 Racing. I'm not quite sure. P1 Racing. He might be. But yeah, Abby couldn't be here. That's Stu Mac's daughter. She races now, bless him. Abby does race, and she's not here this evening. She's recovering from her injection from the COVID jab thing, so hopefully next week or the week after she'll be back. So I know it does affect you for quite a while. Idle4 Gaming me, check out my channel. I do multiple groups, like I said. MVP is the main one, so check out all the videos. Check out last week, see what I mean with the audio side of things. It wasn't great, the audio side of things. So I don't know what's going on. I don't think Rich is going to continue the race this evening. But like I said, I don't know what went on. Maybe I missed something. But that's the first contact I've seen. But like I said, it's for the admins and that to resolve, basically. Dark Smoker, he's doing a pro lobby right about now, so please check him out. Digital Car Culture, check him out. We Are Driven, big foundation that raising funds and etc for different charities. Affinity Decals, obviously sponsoring this, does the Simfx Infinity series as well. And yeah, it's non-stop at the minute. The mental health awareness as well. That's a big thing. Let's go back through their liveries quickly, because we've got Wind Raider there, Archie's Journey. We've got Ricky J Pink, Cancer Awareness. We've got Irish livery there, Irish theme livery on that car. We Are Driven on the rear. P1RC is a number plate. This one here, what is that? Is that some kind of Star Wars thing on the rear of that car? Or am I just being stupid? It looks like it to me. Was that a turtle or something like that? Popeye we've seen already. Having that spinach and that. He's got Popeye on the rear of that car. F Cancer, the American flag on the rear. They're all bright P1RC. Their liveries are really, really bright. Dodgy there. P1RC on the rear, P1 Dodger on the rear. Rob, can't see anything because that guy's head's in the way. Moving. Excuse me, mate. Hello. Move. Mate. Move yourself. Anyway, Skippy. Skippy there. We've seen Skippy's livery before. Where's Skippy gone? What is going on? Skippy disappeared. Skippy's exited out as well. There's something going on. So Ricky J, as I said, Manny the Gamer, Irish theme. Dodgy there, we've seen Dodgy. Doug's we've seen. Pilgrim we've seen. He's got like blue and red effects on that car. Skippy's in now. Skippy's like got loads of decals on that car. We Are Driven. Idle Gaming I've seen on there as well. That little symbol on the rear of the car, by the boot, I think that's the Archie's Journey decal as well. So the symbol for Archie's Journey. But yeah, that's about it. Still got him in the way, the big head there in front of me. So Rafo's joined the room. We're just waiting. And again, oh God, that is last week, Ricky J. So Ricky J's like, yes, in reverse mode. He's like, yes, look at me again. Let's go in car. Let's go in car. See from his point of view. This is what he'd be looking at. Going like this. He's going to do a whole lap like this again. Raffo, I don't know what's going on with Raffo this evening. He keeps coming in and out of the room, and I think that may be connection related. So it's a bit unfortunate for Raffo, because last week at Auto Polish Short, he was on it that evening. So it's a bit gutting, because it can't be the service, can't be his actual internet connection. Maybe I don't know, reset the router, or he's probably done all that. He's probably thinking, Darren, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. But I don't know what's going on with it. Skippy out now. So Skippy, it'll be coming up to Ricky J in a minute. Ricky J going backwards, probably have a fright of his life as he heads down towards him, and then he's going to do that chicane backwards actually. So Ricky J heading through that chicane now backwards. This would be great to see, wouldn't it, Ricky? Yes, Ricky. Let's go on backwards through that chicane. He's done it. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Rick to continue, unfortunately, is not continuing this evening, which is unfortunate. Oh God. Which is unfortunate. So something's gone on toward, and I don't know what, so I do apologise for that. So Pilgrim started the final. Ricky J didn't get to the end, unfortunately. Shame that, but maybe next week. So then, let's go back to this. So 20 minutes again. Everything's the same bar. It'll be reversed. So yeah, then you got Manny at the front. We got Doug's at the front as well. Again, it's all about that perfect getaway. And for this race, let's have the tyre information on, so we can see at what point their tyres go off. So I apologise I haven't had that on, but I like to guess things. So tyre information is on, bottom left. Fuel's not on, so it's all about tyre. Manny the Gamer, can he get that perfect start? It seems to be the dirty side of this track. The side of this track. Doug's has got it clean, and Doug's there with a better jump by the looks of it. And again, you know, the left side of that track seems to be better. Oh, what's going on back there? Who's gone off back there? What's happened to Skippy? What's happened here? Oh no, he's hitting to the back of Room Raider. Very unfortunate. So now Skippy has got it all to do, but here we go. We got Manny the Gamer and Doug's banning out, but Ricky J, the man was going backwards around the track, who knows how to go forwards around the track, dies down the inside, no, he backs out, but we've got these two side by side. They're going to push each other. We've got four abreast. We've got four abreast, or four in the bed, as Malcolm likes to say. Heading downhill now. Manny the Gamer's on the grass, and we got Niall up to first now. Ricky J in second. P1 Dodgy following him through in third. We've got Rob there in fourth. We've got Doug's in fifth. We've got Manny the Gamer trying to go in the middle, in between these two, but Robin said Manny the Gamer pushed out a little bit wide. Now he's down to sip. He's lost it now on the rear. So Manny the Gamer, a little bit of contact there. Has got it all to do. So Manny the Gamer down in ninth. Skippy coming through now. Skippy, when he hit into the back of Room Raider at the start of the race, that has cost him. But Niall, this is his opportunity now, just to break away and just try and maintain that gap if he can. Ricky J quite possibly will follow him as well, but Dodgy Dodgy in that third position with Doug's in fourth. And we got Rob in fifth. We got Popeye in sixth. So again, a repeat from last race. We got a more compaction earlier on in the race. But this man here, Niall, is like, yes, tally-ho lads, I'm gone. And Ricky J's likewise, bye-bye. So P1 Dodgy is being followed by Doug. So Doug's is following Dodgy, but we got Rob as well. And Rob is bringing Popeye along. Room Raider there dropped back a little bit in seventh. What can he do? Pilgrim, the winner last time out in 8th. Skippy up to 9th now. Manny the Gamer in 10th position. But Niall there, he's breaking away already. He's got a 2.1 second gap. Ricky J, 1.6 over Dodgy. But Dodgy's getting harassed by Doug's. And they're side by side heading uphill. But we've got Rob as well. Rob is going for the middle of both of them. When he gets his move done, easy does it. Now we've got 4 Brats. We've got 5 car action for that third position. Oh, who will come out on top? We've got Rob down the inside. And we've got Doug's head to the rear. It's all going off. Ricky J's breaking away. We've got Dodgy in fifth. We've got Room Raider in sixth. We've got Popeye in at 7th. Mate, love you. P1 Pilgrim in 8th. Slowly closing up now with Lee's lot battling. Popeye is like, yes, hello. Room Raider runs it a bit wide. P1 Pilgrim takes that opportunity, like, yes, I'm going to dive through the middle and take a lot of you. And then 3 abreast is ahead of him, but P1 Pilgrim there, a second penalty, maybe a little bit cut on that chicane. But he's got to get rid of that now, maintain that gap if he can and close back up. So Dodgy in that 6th. P1 Pilgrim up to 5th, but he is getting rid of that penalty. Doug's up to 4th. Robin 3rd. Rob is pulling Doug's along. Ricky J in 2nd. Niall, he's breaking away. He's comfy at the moment. He has got a 4.3 second lead over Ricky J. But Ricky J is doing a grand job in that pink mobile, in that pink Mazda. P1 Rob now up to 3rd. He's breaking away now from Doug's. So Doug's now is going to be closed by P1 Pilgrim there. A bit of a glitch there from Doug's. Pilgrim there still got to get rid of that penny. And I'm not sure if you got to do it over the majority of the race or it's obviously not allowed because he ain't got rid of it then. So Popeye in that 6th can see Pilgrim and Doug's. So when Pilgrim gets rid of that penny, Popeye will be there bouncing. P1 Dodgy in 8th. Skippy slowly making his way up, but he's got a lot of work to do to get back up there to the podium spot. And Manny the Gamer to the rear in 10th. So up we go. Niall, Ricky J, Rob now closing to the back of Ricky J, but behind we've got Doug's, we've got Pilgrim, we've got Popeye. He's like, yes, I'm going to flex my muscles and I'm going to come on through. And Popeye looking around the outside there with P1 Pilgrim. Does he look for the late? Oh no, he doesn't get that move done, but Pilgrim's still got that penalty. So dropping downhill now, Pilgrim behind Doug's there. So basically Popeye could get 2 for 1, 2 seaweeds for the price of 1. What can he do? So Popeye, despite his time, just sitting behind them. Pilgrim there, a little bit slow into the entrance of that chicane. And what will Popeye do? But he has got Room Raider for the behind him as well. He's like, yes, don't forget about me. You know, I'm going to raid you all. So Room Raider there in that 7th. But Dodgy as well. Dodgy is closing up. Oh, I can hear something going on back here. P1 Pilgrim ran there a bit deep there. Popeye down. You know, he is. I thought he's down the inside there. P1 Pilgrim. But P1 Pilgrim is behind Doug still. So Doug's he's going to get harassed by P1 Pilgrim. And Doug's for that chicane. And Popeye for that chicane. Room Ready for that chicane. Dodgy for that chicane. Everyone's going for the chicane. What's it about the chicane this evening? So Niall, look at this guy. You know, 4.9. He's just increasing that gap. And these lot behind having it out for that 4th position technically. Pilgrim up to 4th. We got Popeye following Pilgrim, so Popeye wants that 4th off of Pilgrim, goes out wide looking for that late apex again, and when he get that move done, looking for the inside there of P1 Pilgrim. No, yeah, he does indeed. Very nice move there, late apex from Popeye, and Popeye down the inside there of Pilgrim. Pilgrim will come back up to Popeye, but can Pilgrim do it? Let's go on board with Pilgrim. What can he do? One card down and wake up. So Pilgrim there. We got Ricky J. Popeye down the inside of Ricky J. We got Pilgrim down the inside of Ricky J as well. Ricky J unfortunately is falling back now. Ricky J in that 5th position. We got Doug's as well. Doug's there to the inside of Ricky J. Does he get that move done nice and clean? Room Raider's following through as well. Room Raider. Ricky J was in third, now he's down to 6th, now he's down to 7th, no he's not, he's on the grass there, he's drifting onto the grass, and look at this, we've got Skippy closed up now, so Skippy over a few laps to close that gap, but we've got Dodgy in that 8th position, Skippy late breaker there, he's like, yeah, I'm coming on through, and he's looking to the rear of Doug's there, in that 6th position, we've got Room Raider, and Doug's had a massive moment now in the exit, that's again, so unfortunately now Doug's has got it all to do, Room Raider come off worse there, so Room Raider unfortunately, on the exit, that's okay. Doug's had that moment. He's hitting to Room Raider. So Room Raider already had dirt on the tyres and he couldn't correct that chicane. And unfortunately, he's on the grass. And again, they hit for the second time. So unfortunately, now Room Raider has got it all to that. That's unfortunate coming together there. So no, there 5.8 second gap. We've got Popeye up to third. Rob second. And still going off here. We've got Doug's and Skippy banning it out. Big contact there from Doug's and Room Raider twice. Fortunate, very unfortunate, you know. Don't like seeing it 'cause it spoils the racing, but Skippy there down the inside of Doug's like, yeah, have that. What can Room Raider do? Is he falling right? He is in 10th, but he can have a little private battle there with man in the game. Let's see what he can do. We've got 12 minutes to go of this race. We've got Niall there leading the way, 5.7 second gap over Rob, and Rob, I think from last time he will close that gap, but again it's about managing that tyre wear. The front right on Niall is wearing a lot more than Rob's front right, so you've got to keep an eye on that, ladies and gentlemen. P1 Popeye in that third, Pilgrim in fourth, still got a little bit of a penny, might be like 0.32, something like that, something ridiculous like that. So Skippy in that 5th position, closing up slowly. Doug's as well, 0.000 or 0.011 or something like that. 8th is Ricky J. Manny the Gamer in 9th, and Room Raider. Remember, we've seen two comings together, and now he's down to 10th position, and he's 28 seconds from the leader. But up we go. Let's go and have a look at this battle quickly. P1 Pilgrim breaking away now, but this behind Dodgy and Doug's banning out. So Dodgy and Doug's banning out, so they're side by side heading uphill. Who will come out on top of that 6th position? They're two abreast. They go around to that left hander, right kink there. Left hander coming up now. Later breaker section here. Who will come out on top? Will Doug's look for the switchback down the inside. He does look for it, but he's got a penalty as well. He goes through P1 Dodgy there, and Doug's is got either side by side. Easy does it as he goes through the chicane, lads. Easy does it. Easy, nice, respectful there from them both. So now, Doug's there in that sip, but Dodgy hasn't given up. Ricky J's lurking in the background in 8th. So watch out for Ricky J. Man of the game in 9th. And we've got Room Raider again. He's maybe he's annoyed now, frustrated. Looked like a little bit of coming together there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like it from my point of view. Niall, 6.1 second gap, my lord. Rob there in that 2nd. Popeye in 3rd. With P1 Pilgrim in that 4th. Skippy closing slowly to the rear of Pilgrim. So Pilgrim needs to be aware. Skippy, 100%. He's got to be wary of him. Doug's and Dodgy still at it. And again, towards the rear, it's settled now. You know, we've got Room Raider. Had another off, and he's unfortunately way behind now. So he's got it all to do. Unless a miracle happens, you know, any of these fellas have an off, he could quite possibly get that position, gain a couple back. But you know, you can see him, he's a last blue, heading through the S section now, and he's got a lot of work to do to get back up there. So P1 Dodgy to Doug's, Dodgy down the inside of Doug's again. It's like, yes, hello, round number 4. So yeah, Dodgy late breaking there. Very nice move from Dodgy. So Dodgy up to 6th again. What can he do? Can he break away now? Because Pilgrim has been passed by Skippy. So P1 Pilgrim getting rid of that penalty, remember, has lost position and a ground to Skippy there. So Skippy to Popeye's 3.1, but Rob to Popeye's 4.9. And this gentleman Niall, with a penalty, is lost around about 2 seconds to Rob. So Rob now 100% will be focusing his whole attention onto Niall in that 1st position. Popeye is a bit too far back now, so the pressure is off of Rob. So Rob now could just concentrate on Niall, just close that gap. Best lap for him there. But Niall, he's done the fastest lap, 1:42.707 lap number 2. And he's still got that penalty. It's not a lot, but you know, 0.1, you know, 100th of a second. Feels like half a second when you get rid of it. That's the impact it does have, the penalties around here. So P1 Rob could quite possibly again gain around half a second to Niall there in 1st position. So Popeye in 3rd, 5.1 second. I think Popeye will be happy with this podium position, but we've got Skippy in fourth with Pilgrim in that fifth. Pilgrim into the barrier. Easy does it, my man. Just, you know, you had a win. You're in fifth. Doing well, doing well. Dodgy there, but he's going to close to the rear of Pilgrim now. And already Pilgrim's got more tyre wear than P1 Dodgy. So this battle will commence in the next couple of laps. Doug's there in 7th, falling back now for P1 Dodgy. Ricky J in that 8th. Manny the Gamer in the 9th position. And Moonraid, unfortunately, 10 seconds behind Manny the Gamer, but he's drifting that car. I'll come back to you in a minute for the drift show. So 0.1 above his car. 8 minutes to go. 2.7 second gap to Rob. We might be in for a late battle on here, ladies and gentlemen. Popeye in 3rd position. And it's all, again, it's a repeat from last race, you know, the final 10 or 5 minutes it gaps, and it has again, you know. At the start it's heated, and then come the rear it's gapped and it's spaced out. But Rob again, 2.4 second gap, so Rob is taking out a bit of time from Niall there in that 1st position, and he's still got to get rid of that penalty. See, if that was me, I would have got rid of that penalty quite early on, but he's still running that penalty, and that will come into effect. 2.2 now over Rob. So Niall's got to be wary of Rob coming up behind him. Popeye is running his own race, you know. He's doing well. Skippy 3.2 over 7 minutes possible. We'll come back to this, but the battle at the minute is for this 1st position. 2.3 Rob behind Niall there. So let's go to Niall. Let's see what he's looking at. There's Rob behind, so 2.3 second gap. I'm more interested in the chicane bit coming up now. Does Niall lose time going through here? Oh, moment there, and he does it. Another penalty there. That's going to be another half a second penalty. Yes, I'm 0.6. Says for Rob now. Rob can see the penalty above the car, right? So if Rob plays this right, he can just sit behind Niall. He's like, yes, you know, I can see you got that penalty, and lap after lap you're gonna burn it, you're gonna burn it, you're gonna burn it. He's lost over half a second now by getting rid of that little bit. So Rob can sense a win here, and I think this gentleman here in 1st position will ideally want to keep it, but it's going to be close. It's going to be close. 6.5. The closest battle on track, ladies and gentlemen, is these two this moment in time, 1st and 2nd. This is quite intriguing. 6 minutes to go. 1st place is trying to get out of the slipstream of Rob, and Rob knows what he's doing. 0.8. So we're under a second now. So Rob is in that slipstream now. So Rob is getting the slipstream as well. Heading up for the S section now. Rob can just sit behind 1st place and grab that slipstream and look for the move down the inside round the left-hander down the bottom of the hill. That's what I would do. Or what would you do? You know, would you wait a few laps, or would you go for it early on? Me, I'll try and do it early. Under half a second now, so Rob can quite possibly get this move done. It's going to be a matter of time, because 1st place has got to get rid of that penalty no matter what. So Rob here in 2nd is going to gain that 1st. When? We don't know. We'll come back. Popeye in 3rd. Skippy in 4th. I want to go back to it because I've just got a feeling I'm going to miss something. But we've got Ricky J and Doug's batting it out for 8th and 7th. Ricky J runs it a bit wide. Almost lost it onto that grass. Made a game. I need to go up to this because I'm intrigued by this. So 1st place. Still got to get rid of that penalty. He's burning it off little by little, but when he's doing that, he's losing a bit of ground as well, you know, quite a bit of time. And no, there he's just sitting in that slipstream, and he's just, you know, he's like, yes, mate, you know, I got you sus. I know when I'm going to pounce, because just under half a second worth of penalty, like I keep saying, it feels like over half a second, under a second, just over half. It's what it feels like to me anyway. 0.3. So he's burning it off in the corners, which is, you know, it's sensible to do, so you don't, not doing it on the straight where they can close even more. So 0.7 Rob, 4 minutes to go, around about 3 laps left. If Rob wants this win, he needs to start thinking about it now. try and think about attacking, because his front tyre is a lot more worn compared to second place. So this is going to be interesting. I think Rob's going to pounce maybe the penultimate lap. Oh, Popeye. Oh, into that barrier. Then that's going to give Skippy. So Skippy is going to gain to the rear of Popeye. By Popeye hitting them barriers, Skippy is going to pounce. Skippy there in that fourth. Skippy in fourth. What can he do? So we're not only have we got a battle for first and second, we've got a battle for third and fourth. My lord, what are you doing to me? Pilgrim in that fifth. We're Dodgy in sixth. And we got Ricky J in seventh. Yeah, Ricky J and Doug still batting it out. Man in the game, and Moon Raider 5.9. So he's took 5 seconds out of man in the game, man. He's into that barrier. Commentator's cursed again. Sorry, Moon Raider. Apologies, mate. Niall and Rob. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rob is like, right, I've had enough of waiting now. I'm just going to go for it. Penultimate lap. What can I do? Can I get this move done? But Popeye and Skippy are coming into this battle as well for the final podium spot. Will Skippy get that move done? Popeye, will he hold off for that third position? We got Niall. Niall there. Oh, Rob down the inside. Rob down the inside there. No, did he get that move done? Rob there, side by side, heading up the start-finish straight now. Who will come out on top? Who will be the late breaker? Still got to get rid of that penny. Takes that first again, but Rob, they're side by side, heading on to the penultimate lap. Who will come out on top? Skippy's got that third. Skippy's got that third, but Rob there, looking down the inside. Ghost in there from Niall. Skippy in third. So he's got that move done. Can I pick that up quickly? Looks like around the final corner. Popeye, what happened to Popeye? Oh, he ran it wide on the exit. He ran it wide on the exit, so now Popeye has got it all to do if he wants to close back up. But Niall and Rob is still battling out for first and second. Skippy needs to break away from Popeye because Popeye is still in that slipstream. 100%. Niall there. Niall there. He's just defending it now. He's defending now, which again is going to slow him up. And I think Rob would just wait for the last corner if he's still got that penalty. Popeye and Skippy. Popeye's closing that gap again. Let's go. I want to see Doug's and Ricky J. They've gapped now, so they need to go back to that. Easy does it for that chicane, so he's lifting a lot earlier than what he would. So Rob, will he look down the inside here? Niall, will he get this move done? No. Protecting that apex, protecting the entry. He's protecting that entry. He knows what he's doing. He's got rid of that penalty now. So now Rob, it's all about what can you do? Can you get that position off of first position? Let's wait and see Rob. He's thinking about it. We're going to head on to the final lap. Rob, you want to do it? You need to do it now. You've got one more lap to do it. Skippy, coming under pressure now from Popeye. Popeye in that fourth position. Pilgrim in fifth, doing a good job, but he's coming under pressure now from Dodgy. Dodgy in sixth is closing that gap to P1 Pilgrim. Now, what can P1 Dodgy do? Can P1 Dodgy get that fifth off of Pilgrim? We'll come back to this. But Niall and Rob heading on to the final lap now. Who will get the win? Skippy in that third with Popeye in fourth. This is intense. This is like some other racing I watch, you know. But God, I'm surprised I still got my voice. But Niall and Rob, this battle has been going on and on for a few laps, and the respect, you know, it's really, really good to see. Skippy to Popeye. So I got to keep my I got to keep on top of this. We've got Popeye and Skippy for the final podium spot. We've got Rob and Niall for the winning of this race. I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know what's going to happen. Skippy there, he's going to... will Popeye dive down the inside there? He may well do, or maybe look for the late switch back. Oh, down the inside, Popeye. Very nice move. Oh, no, he backs out of it. But Niall there and Rob, who will come out on top. First and second, still battling away. Still battling. It's going to come down to the last corner. 100% Skippy, Popeye. Popeye looking down the inside. No, he is not. Rob is looking around the outside there, first position. Will he get his move done? Oh, what's going on? Oh, my Lord. Oh, no, he defended that apex again. He's like, no, you're not coming through. I'm going to say long way around, but we got Popeye and Skippy battling out as well. Where can I look? Oh, let's side by side. We got first and second. Rob is aching for that. Oh, will he get a penalty there, first place? Oh, you're lucky if you get away with that. Rob down the inside. Rob, oh, very unfortunate. He got lucky with that penalty. But what an epic performance there from these two. Outstanding performance. But Niall there coming to cross the line in first position. Rob there, brilliant racing from you two. Robin second, Niall in third. Skippy just holds off. Popeye there, says Skippy crossing the line now, third position. Popeye done or what he had to do, but he couldn't quite get that podium position. Popeye in fourth. Oh god, sorry. Popeye in fourth. Pilgrim just held off. P1 Dodgy. P1 Pilgrim in fifth. Dodgy in sixth. Breathe down, breathe. Woo! Seventh is Dugsy in seventh. Manny the Gamer in eighth, and he is battling away with Ricky J. Ricky J there, he's like, yes, I'm gonna get this eighth position, and Ricky J, Manny the Gamer, sitting behind Ricky J, but Ricky J's got that eighth. Ricky J eighth, and Manny the Gamer in ninth, and Moon Raider, unfortunately, right down in 10th position, but he fought his way up. But again, yeah, hit into that barrier. When I looked at him, it's a commentator's curse again, but well done, great battling there, great battling, first to second, third and fourth. Niall, well done there, well done for the win. Great evening again. Thank you for having me, P1 Racing, Archie's Journey, Mazda Challenge. Please do donate when you can. The link is in the description. Stonker Racing, brilliant racing, you know, that was enjoyable. Hats off to him. Niall there in first, Rob in second, P1 Skippy in third. Fought his way back, you know, he had that coming together at the, he hit into the rear of Room Radio, who didn't get off the line, so that put Skippy right the way down, so he had it all to do, and he got back up there to third, so fair play. Popeye, first time I've seen you this evening, you've done a good job, you know, you've done a good job, good few races there. Pilgrim in fifth. First, he got the win in the first race. Fifth in the second race. All points matter. Dodgy, good race from Dodgy, you know. Back the way with P1 Pilgrim. Dugs as well. Good race from Dugs. Ricky J, who was up there at the start, but unfortunately fell back later on into the race. Man of the game in ninth. And Moon Raider, unfortunately, not a best race for him, but I'm sure next week he will come back. So, you know, next week, let's see what he can do. But Niall there, fastest lap, 1:42.707 on lap number 2. Fastest lap done on quite early on in the race, but fantastic racing. I've been Idle Gaming, and I say it again, if you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to see more, turn that bell on. And if you've enjoyed the video, just thumbs up. And apart from that, Archie's Journey link is in the description. Please donate. And I'll see you next week. You'll take care. Be safe. Much love. Thank you. Bye bye.